Michael.
Hey, this is Michael Anthony right here, and you are watching exclusively Van Halen on the Johnny Beane TV. Keep it there. Woo!
Keep it there. Woo!
See ya.
Tonight on the Johnny Beane TV, Ron Gutter.
Yay, Ron Gutter. Hey, Ron.
Hello.
Exclusively Van Halen.
Yeah, thank you, Dane. Zim Guitars, Mesa, Arizona.
That's right.
Best shop in the world, people. I
Well, let's
know.
not
I'm
go
a
that
customer.
There it is. Screenshot that, you guys. Give them a call. Buy some guitars. Very nice, man. Well, hey, you guys, welcome. This is exclusively Van Halen, the Van Halen show on YouTube, Johnny Beane TV. And let's do a giveaway right away, you guys. Let's give away an Eddie Van Halen EVH 5150 guitar pick. You want to win this. So to participate in the giveaway, type a number in the chat. Oh, crap. I didn't start the thing. How do we do this? What should the number
Johnny,
be?
hand me that pick.
There you go.
Nice.
You have it? Hey, you have one too. Oh, you have one too?
Take it back.
Oh.
I would have one, but it's in the other room. At the
Here, Ron,
new
you can
studio.
have this one.
There
All right.
it is.
Thank you.
Here, Ron. Here's one here too.
Oh, all right. Well, wait, wrong one. Get everything backwards.
Stupid.
What should the number be? Really quick. Which between
2,000.
0 2,000.
5150.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
5150. 5150.
Oh, okay. Well, that's even more. There we go. Okay, if you want to win this guitar
5,000.
pick, enter a number between 0 and 5150 right now. It's perfect. I mean, that's what it says on the pick. There you go. You want to win this. It's an official EVH guitar pick. So all you got to do is enter a number in the chat between 0 and 5150.
Was that pick officially played by Alex?
No, it was not. But, okay, here we go. There we go, you guys. And also, smash that thumbs up, you guys. Smash that subscribe button. Let's say hello to the top tier of channel members here on Johnny Beane YouTube channels. Channel membership. It's a great way to help support the channel and support these shows. The top tier are the executive producers. They are currently Sherman Callahan. Sherman, thank you so much for all your support last night, man. He's a channel member, obviously. His name is on this page. And he sent in some support last night while I was at In-N-Out Burger. Sherman Callahan, CC, Nova 9, Michael Smith, Music Therapy Laz, Arhabs, Warlag, Fairfield Guitar Co., Majestic PB and J-Cat, and Janice Lala. Those are the executive producers of Johnny Beane TV. Thank you for your continued support, you guys.
Come on, Peggy.
You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Yeah. So we got channel membership. We also have what are called super chats. And a cool thing about super chats is they change the color of my lights. If you look behind me here, this is called the Guitar Noir. These lights you can magically change in real time with any super chats. There you go.
Look at that, Kramer.
Kramer? It's Kramer time,
Woo!
man. Look at that. Yeah. Do you have any Kramers for sale at
blue.
Zim's Guitars?
I do have some Kramers.
You do?
Focus 2000 right over here. A black Focus 2000
Wait.
right there.
Wait a minute. Is that for sale right now?
Yeah.
Is there
Johnny.
is there a co-host deal? We should talk.
What is
I
that
even
one
got a lot of
behind you?
boxes.
What?
What's the one behind Dane on the other side of you?
That
No,
thing?
the other side. That
Oh,
that
this way?
yeah.
I don't even know what this thing is.
What is that?
Was that
Oh
put
my
together on a
God.
bed?
It's got bullwinkle horns on it.
Oh my goodness.
And something that's almost a monkey grip right here. I have no idea what this is. Maybe some of you guys in the chat can help us. The headstock, all it says on there is fire.
Fire.
And it on the back plate here, it has the same logo that says fire. And it's got a serial number, so they made enough for at least they did that. But that's the only markings I see on it. Just some reverb on, switches and stuff like that. There's nothing
That is actually
describes what this thing is.
that is strangely cool. I would probably play that. If it was pink, Johnny would play it.
Oh, definitely. Oh, there you go, man. Nice. So, did somebody trade that in? I'm sorry, I had to take the headphones off for a second. Where'd that come from?
I bought a bunch of guitars from a guy a month or 6 weeks ago. I think I ended up buying 45 guitars or something, and this was one of them. And I think I paid like $120 for it. And I'm like, okay, I'll buy that for $120. It's got a no name Floyd. It doesn't say licensed by or anything. There's nothing on here that has any indication of, some sort of a company or anything. I don't know what it is, but it's got the bullwinkle horns on there. But I think it's supposed to look like flames of some sort. The headstock's kind of flamey, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I have no idea what this stupid thing is.
That looks like it was cut out on a jigsaw on a bed.
That's a dinosaur.
I know,
That's
but
like
it's got the contoured heel right here, sort of, and it's got a back plate with the logo in there and a serial number. So they obviously made enough of them where they decided to go as far as do that. So it's not a one-off guitar that somebody did out in their woodshed.
That is strangely, I like that, weirdly.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
I like that.
Put a white
it's
stripe
for
all the way across it and make a 5150 out of it, like you've been eaten by a shark. Dive her down. The shark's coming to get you.
There you go. So that's for sale at the shop?
Sure. Hell yeah, it is.
You just gave away the price that you bought it for. So what?
That doesn't matter. People will. I need to double my money on everything. So
Yeah, it's business.
that's how business works.
That's right. And let's take care of some more business really quickly here.
Johnny wants that Kramer.
We should talk. We'll talk after the show, which is also a podcast on Spotify, you guys. It's true. You can listen to these shows. You can actually, I was going to say Wake Up Nightbot, but there's a lot of numbers going on.
It is really fun when you're out on a road trip and you're driving through the desert and it's the middle of the night and you put on go on Spotify and listen to the latest episode of OU81 Tuesday on the Johnny Beane TV podcast. It's a lot of fun. And honestly, these shows are so much better when you're just listening than actually having to look at us. It's better to just listen to it when you're cruising around late at night.
This is like the bonus, getting to watch these shows. Because really, this show really is a podcast. That's really what it is. And to get to watch it, to watch us, I mean, these guys, they're not really that bad looking, So it's definitely It's definitely a bonus to get to tune in, and you got to see the guitar that you were just talking about.
And the little hand
You know?
clap machine that you use all the time. That sounds great when you're out driving around and it's late at night and you're halfway through the desert.
Mm-hmm. What about if you're driving? If you're driving to Hollywood to the Whiskey a Go-Go for a gig?
That is true. Because you run out of radio stations to get out there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a really good radio station in Quartzsite, Arizona, which is like 10 miles from the, Arizona, California border where the Colorado ribs. You go over the Colorado when you get into California.
Mm-hmm.
But there's this channel in Quartzsite, and there isn't a DJ, but they play old cool riff songs from the 70s and the 80s. A lot of all B-sides, 105.9 in Quartzsite, Arizona. It's the only station that you can actually dial in when you're out there.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
When Laz and I are on our way to pick up Zims,
Yeah,
on our
you'll
way
have
to
to
Ohio,
call me and
we'll-
say, hey,
we'll
what's
have to
that?
listen.
What was that station in Quartzsite? Yeah. It comes in
we'll have to
it
listen
only
to
has about a 20 square mile radius outside of Quartzsite. So when you're about a half
that's
an
kind of
hour,
like this show.
yeah, when you're about 20 minutes from Quartzsite, dial it in. Yeah. No, honestly, it probably has a 100-mile radius
Mm-hmm.
in both directions. Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool, you guys. Yo, hey, right on. Well, dudes, hey, if this is your first time here, smash that subscribe. Help us get to 12K YouTube subscribers. We're very close. That's actually my dream. When I started this channel 18 years ago, was to get to 12K YouTube subscribers. And we've almost done it.
Yeah, it's a weird thing because when I first started in like 2017 with my channel, I was hoping for 1,200 subscribers. I'm like, dude, I'll be legit at 1,200. It'll be super cool. 1,200 people, But it's never enough. It's never enough. You just keep getting
Never.
them, and it's just never enough. Yeah. It's like being in a band and you go play a gig, and 5 minutes after the gig is over, you're wondering where the next gig is at. Okay, where's our next show? Because again, it's never enough.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same.
When you go on tour, you can get tough, but then let's say it's the last show. Once that's done,
Yeah,
you want to keep
Half
going.
an hour later, you're like, okay, now what do we do?
You don't want to go home,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, cool. All right, you guys. Let's see. Okay, so we're doing a giveaway. So if you guys are brand new, you're wondering what's going on in the chat. The chat's going crazy. They're putting numbers in there to win 5150 EVH guitar pick. So we'll be doing that, and I guess whenever they win, is when somebody wins. This is pretty
three
cool.
or four digits.
Oh, you want a hint already? Let's see. It's 4 digits.
Okay, there you go, people.
4 digits. 2 of the numbers are the same.
Okay, hold on.
All right.
He gives one more hint, then someone gets it right away.
I know. Okay, and the last hint is one of those numbers you can flip, and it's. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Peggy's gonna get it.
Yeah.
Oh, you could flip it. So a 6 could be a 9, right?
It could be.
Put it
Or
upside
an 8,
down.
or an 8 could be an 8.
Yeah.
Oh, or a 1, or a 0, or an 11. Okay, so once we give away the guitar pick, let's start over. At the end of the show, we're going to give away a Guitar World Class of '84 Eddie Van Halen cover magazine. Dane, do you have magazines in your shop?
No, I do not.
I mean, guitar magazines.
No. I mean, there's been times where I've had a whole bunch of being a buy, sell, and trade store. Once in a while, somebody will be like, dude, you want all these guitar player magazines? I'm like, sure. and I'll lay them out on the counters. I'll let people have them. I probably have 400 at home in my garage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
Johnny,
cool.
can't you be broadcasting from the store too?
When you and Laz come to town,
Yeah.
we'll go to my house, and I'll let you have all my guitar player magazines, and we'll throw them in the Franken van, and you guys can have those things.
And
let's
Dane
do
knows
that.
the way here to Ohio, guys. So
That's true, huh?
yep.
Yeah.
I'm not sure the
see.
Franken van would make it to Ohio. It's a pretty good drive.
I'm not sure it would make it to Arizona.
2,300 miles, something like that. Let's get over
I don't think
there.
it would make it to pick me up here in Santa Cruz. That's only an hour and a half.
Yeah.
You know? Let's see. What else? What else should we say here? We're live on Facebook, Johnny Beane page. We got Facebook stars. You can help support these shows. We're live in the exclusively Van Halen group. Hey, let's talk about that.
I went
Van
on
Halen
there
group.
earlier today, and or I was just kind of scrolling through Facebook, and I saw some stuff, but I saw some handwritten David Lee Roth lyrics, and I forget what song it is now, but he used to sit there and he would take the time and he'd write all these lyrics out. You know, the thing about the lead singer, you'd have to. It was a whole different thing than learning a riff on a guitar and writing on a guitar. You had to come up with lyric content
that made sense and would sell.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know if it has to make sense, but
it's got to sell.
Yeah, you know. But being the lead singer, and this is something I've said this a million times, especially with, well, let's say Van Halen. When Roth was the leader of Van Halen, the lead singer,
yeah,
he was the front. He was the face of Van Halen, really. When Sammy Hagar joined, he was the front. He was the face of Van Halen. Although a lot of Roth era fans and Zims, you know, will you agree to that, or is that like,
No, finish your sentence.
Okay.
A lot of the Roth era fans were, and then you stopped.
A lot of Roth era fans don't agree with that. When Roth was the leader of the band, was the lead singer, he was the face of Van Halen.
Okay.
When Sammy Hagar joined, I mean, it's not that he was the face of Van Halen-ish. I mean, he kind of was, but he was Sammy Hagar. He was already a name before he joined Van Halen.
Right.
So that's a little different. But
I think when Sammy joined, Eddie became the focal point. More than he was.
I think
with
it's
David.
sort of when Sammy joined, management was really, really involved in what happens next. You know, when do we tour? When do we record? When do we, do all this kind of stuff? Back in the Dave days, man, they would just go try to book the Whiskey or the Troubadour or someplace, and it was all, I don't know, when did they get their first manager? I guess it didn't take them long to get management, right?
Technically, I think they had a manager when they were
or like a booking agent.
Was it when they were Mammoth?
Yeah.
Before they were signed, they did have managers, and from what Alex Van Halen said, remember those Steve Rosen tapes? He had an Alex Van Halen interview from 1985, and Alex had said that they had a manager that was a kid, because they were kids. And anyway. No, I was going to say, I know that guy. The guy that was their manager. I know him. He's a friend of mine now.
My buddy Neil is here, coming in.
Neil.
He's pushing his 10-speed. Yeah, me and Neil have been out on bicycle riding adventures recently. We go out and ride our bikes. Neil, what you got? What you got there?
Got me a bike.
Wow.
It's Neil, everybody. Hey, nice T-shirt.
Yeah.
Look at that shirt. That's perfect.
5150.
5150.
That wasn't planned.
Sure.
What are we looking at?
It's a Calfee Tetra Custom, all carbon, and actually, my 1970 Les Paul Custom probably weighs about the same.
It's like 10 pounds, the whole bike.
It's like 15 pounds, yeah. My
Wow.
Les Paul Custom's 13 pounds and 12 ounces. But I got some other stuff I got to work on for that. But right now I can.
It looks like the front wheel's really low or short.
It's the geometry of the frame.
Can you ease the seat back?
Not by much. It's down as low as it can.
Can you jump?
Reach
Ramps
down
with that
between your
bike?
legs and
That was these.
Shift gears.
They're too tiny.
ease the seat back. Well, what size tire is the rear one and what size is the front one?
They're both the same size. They're
Oh.
650Cs, so they're a little smaller, not a popular size anymore. But you got a massive 56 tooth front chain ring,
Uh-huh.
and then I just got to get the.
See, this is what happens with Neil.
I
Uh-huh.
like the spoke.
We
design.
get a little hobby together of collecting guitars, and then he goes overboard. And after about 6 months, he's got like 30 guitars, right?
Wow. You should see
So
this
now
guy over
we're
here.
out riding bicycles because I got a really cool bike from Phil McKnight, right? One of those e-bike pedal assist things. And I'm
People
like,
ride
"Neil,
those
get
all
a
over here
bike."
all the time. Yeah.
I'm like, Neil, get a bike, dude. We'll go ride our bikes. Now, how many bikes you got now?
I got two.
Only two?
I only got two.
Okay, don't get any more bikes.
I'm not-
Only two
Two's good
bikes.
enough.
Just get more guitars.
He's got 2 bikes. You want to say hi to these guys?
Hey guys,
Yeah. We know you, right?
Hi, Neil.
been around.
Neil.
Lot thinner now.
I was gonna say, but we used to talk to you on here, right?
Yeah. He would
few
be in
years-
the
couple
back
years
doing
ago.
something, and I would answer, that kind of stuff. So
Cool.
it's good seeing you guys again. Finally got a chance to get out and stuff. So that's cool. Pick it up, man.
You too, man.
So
Right.
what
Right.
have you guys been up
on.
to, man? Besides
Look at that. What?
EVH-ing.
Let me ask. Are you a big EVH fan?
Yeah. I got the 5150 Iconic. I got the Wolfgang Special left-handed. I got a couple shirts. So yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, there's a couple left-handed Van Halen ones I wouldn't mind getting, but they don't make them left-handed. So, anyways,
You know they are listening.
I
So
know.
actually, if you sat right there and told them you're looking for those, they probably do watch this. That might be them right now. Actually.
We'll make one.
Well, Neil wants a left-handed,
The Star,
left-handed star.
Yeah, the one that has the it's like a Dane Electro neck on it or something, with the headstock. That would be cool.
Let me ask you what you think about that, because a lot of people don't like that headstock, right?
It is what it is. It's different,
Mhm.
So it's like it's pretty cool. So I've also got a Kramer Beretta. So that's the one that I guess they used in the Hot for Teacher video. I guess it was the Beretta that was in the video back then.
Sort of.
Or was it something else? Or was it, I forget what the model was, but
It was custom.
yeah, it was.
All Eddie's guitars were custom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks the part. So
The Beretta was the guitar that they put out, that Kramer put out, that kind of looked like.
yeah,
It wasn't exact to his guitars,
Yeah.
although Eddie did have backup guitars that were painted
Yeah.
up and striped that were Berettas.
yeah, that's cool.
So
But
So-
yeah,
yeah. Favorite, you guys, if you're just tuning in, this is Neil. We're talking to Neil at Zim's Guitars, Mesa, Arizona. Favorite Van Halen album, Neil?
1984.
Oh, dude.
I'm a Hot for Teacher fan. I'm hot for
Dude.
Hot for Teacher.
Right on.
So he's a Roth fan.
Yeah,
Roth or Hagar?
that it'd be Roth. That was the first thing that when people ask me stuff like that, the first one that pops into my head, that's what I choose. It's like favorite golfer, Lee Trevino. So because that was the first one that pops into your head. So that's how I do it.
Favorite guitar store?
Favorite guitar store, Zim's.
There you go.
What about a lot of those things?
Becoming mine too.
Did you know that Eddie Van Halen played golf?
Yeah, I thought there was a video that showed him with his son Wolfgang hitting a golf ball.
Yeah. Oh, there's several videos. There's several videos of him over the years playing golf.
That's cool.
Yeah. I never learned how to play.
I play a lot, but it doesn't look like I know how I'm playing.
Dane.
Ooh, after show.
Ooh. You'll get some leg tonight for sure, Ron.
Tell us how you do.
Tell us how you do. Oh my goodness. All right. If you guys are just tuning in, my name is Johnny Beane. This is Dane Zimmerman. This is Ron Gunner. This is exclusively Van Halen, the Van Halen Show on YouTube. We're also live on Facebook. We're live on Twitch. This is a podcast on anywhere you get your podcast. And if you look at the chat, there's people typing a bunch of numbers in. They're looking to win an EVH 5150 guitar pick right here. And then later on, towards the end of the show, we'll be giving away the brand new issue of Guitar World, Class of 1984, with Eddie Van Halen on the cover. There you go. That's the era right there. Neil, you can still hear me, right? That's the guitar. That's what Eddie played Hot for Teacher on. That guitar. The Flying V.
Oh, wow.
Which one?
Flying V, hold it up again.
That one.
Oh, wow.
Dane's got a red one in back for sale.
Is it left-handed?
No.
Well, it could be.
Let me get something to drink. Want something to drink?
Sure.
Wouldn't a Flying V be the same left-handed?
Just the knobs on the other side.
Yeah, the knobs would be under your arm, though. Makes it hard to play them.
Didn't Hendrix play one though that way? I thought
Yep.
he played a V. It was yeah.
I remember it, but I don't know. They might have flipped it by then.
Let's see. Okay, I'm over at the exclusively Van Halen group on Facebook. I'm trying to find the photo you were talking about.
Okay.
You said that there was a photo of some handwritten lyrics from David Lee Roth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking, but there's a lot of stuff there.
You know, and it's one of those things, a good rock and roll band, you know, you need the Eddie Van Halen of the band that sets for hours just learning the guitar, learning riffs, has a great ear. But then you also need a drummer, which is a completely different kind of person to sit there and bang on stuff to a rhythm, right? And create a rhythm. That's a totally different type of person, those drummers. And then you need a frontman like Roth that sits down and writes poems and stuff. So it's actually a combination of a lot of different type of people to put a good band together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, but, you know, to have a great band, you have to have a great drummer.
You do need a good
Drummer has to be happening. Although it's
That
a
is
struggle. You ever played with a bad drummer?
I have, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's tough.
It's exhausting. Right, Janice?
We played a show one night and we had a guest drummer sit in. And the more he played, the faster he got.
Oh.
We finished the night with Paranoid, and it was like, you know, dun dun dun. And by the end of it, like dun 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 dun. Like, holy crap!
Yeah,
Wow.
drummers will speed up when they get that adrenaline going.
It was like Metallica on crack playing Paranoid.
Oh, wow.
We played Saturday at the Whiskey, and we opened for Ron Keel. And I imagine that Ron Keel, K-E-E-L, probably has some sort of a connection with Van Halen in one way or another. Remember, I was talking about this 6 months ago. Almost everybody that you meet that was part of the LA Sunset Strip scene has a Eddie Van Halen story. So I imagine that Ron Keel is the same way. But I was on stage and I look over at the side door where they're bringing amp and gear and carrying their gear in. And I was just getting ready to play. I was on the stage and Ralph from Steel Panther was carrying this dude's amp. And so I was able to hang out with the lead singer from Steel Panther after we got done playing. It was really weird.
Wait a minute.
Michael Starr.
Ron Keel's
Yeah.
back to rock music now. He's out of the country.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
he was trying to get back to his rock and roll stuff. But Ron Keel started his set by going onto the stage by himself. And there was like this piano style music playing in a backing track. And he sat there and sang to that. And I was up on the upper floor at the Whiskey, and I was watching Michael Starr react to watching Ron Keel sing a ballad. And Michael Starr's going, okay.
Who was that was reacting?
Michael Starr.
Hey, what's up? I'm Michael Starr from Steel Panther. Listen to Johnny B TV, right? Or am I wrong?
He's right. Yeah, so that guy actually,
He might be right.
He hangs out at the Whiskey, and he happened to be there.
I have the connection. I Googled it.
Yeah.
You were asking if there's a connection between Ron Keel, or how about Keel?
I'm just
in general?
guessing
Yeah.
Keel. Yeah, I'm just guessing there's got to be a story. There's got to be a story.
I have the story.
Okay.
I have the story. The guitarist for Keel was there at the party when I met Eddie Van Halen.
The
Mark
backyard
Ferrari?
party? Which
Yep.
party?
Mark was there. Yeah.
Mark Ferrari.
He was there
Oh,
at the
fun.
party.
Cool.
Yeah. So there you go. There's a connection.
Hey, well, yeah, I mean,
And I was there.
it's on the back.
Pretty
Out
cool,
there.
huh?
Oh, you were there, and the blonde-headed dude that plays in Ron Keel's band. His name is Mark. What's his name? His full name.
Wait, is it Ferrari, something like that?
I think you're right. Yeah. And he was there playing.
But his hair, it wasn't totally blonde. I think he had like a blonde streak.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
It
he
was
did
dark
long
hair
hair.
and just a blonde streak. Kind of like
well,
kinda
back
like
in the
Skolnick.
'80s. Yeah, in the
Yeah.
'80s, it was like that. Yeah.
He was
He had-
there. And actually,
he had-
I have a photo. I took a photo of them talking together, which no one has seen. I've never put it online.
Did you know that all his painted guitars were done by Dennis Klein?
No.
Yeah, all Mark's guitars. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
Is
all
that
the
you?
ones,
Same guy?
all the ones that were
No,
custom
this is
painted.
Keel.
No, that's not him.
No, that's not Mark Ferrari. No.
That's not him. I don't think Mark is in the band anymore.
What kind of bummed me out a little bit about seeing Keel is that, you know, he was a hair metal guy in the 80s. They had that song, The Right to Rock, was sort of like their radio hit that they had. But then in the 90s or in the early 2000s or something, he went country. And
Yeah.
for me, I just was like, man, come on, dude. You know what I'm saying? If you're a rocker, dude, I know that, sure, country music, whatever. I wouldn't have done that. You got to kind of stick to
A
your
lot of
guns
those,
a little bit.
a lot of
right?
those metal guys went country.
I know, but now when we see them,
Yeah, that's
it's
him. That's
kind-
Mark right there.
There's
yeah.
Mark Ferrari right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
And that's a Dennis Klein paint job. All the ones he had
Oh,
customized
nice.
were done by Dennis.
Nice.
I wasn't mad about it. I was just a little bit disgusted that he had gone country for such a long time, and now he's back playing the Whiskey, trying to forget about those days. And so I was like, ah,
A lot of those guys did go country, or
Yeah.
or a lot of those guys they moved to Nashville.
right,
And when you're in Nashville, it's known as a country place. Although not all the
Right.
music there is country,
right,
but it is like the country capital of the world
right.
or the U.S. Right. So
Yes,
not
yes.
just them, but and you know I mean I've said this a million times. You listen to a lot of the new country now,
Uh huh.
and it's almost like listening to
It's
hair
not
metal,
country.
but it's
is.
country.
Right.
No, country music, the old country music, the downfall it started to die off like when Keith Whitley passed. All
And
those guys, and Randy Travis now can't do anything anymore.
well, we lost Toby Keith, and
Yeah.
Sammy Hagar is going to do a show as a tribute or something. You want to talk
He
about
did.
that?
They
He
were
did.
good friends.
Yeah,
didn't
he's
they?
already done that,
Yeah.
huh?
It was on TV. I think it was Sunday night,
Country Music Channel or
like
whatever.
the
it
Country
was.
Music Awards or something. Yeah,
wow.
Sammy did perform.
Oh wow.
It was cool. I saw it.
Didn't they have
yeah.
cars in common or something? Him and Sammy.
They might have.
I think that
They
was
might
the-
have.
their
But they
connection had
played
the
together all the
car.
time. I think Toby would go down and play the Cabo Wabo a lot of times on Sammy's birthdays.
Yeah. I think that friendship started over exotic cars though.
Exotic.
Mm-hmm. Actually, we can talk about that. That's something I wasn't even. Where are we? Let's do that. Let's talk some Van Halen. There's a story. This came out I guess last week. Did we talk about this Friday or Saturday night? We might have kind of talked about it for a second.
Well, you
Here.
got what is it?
It's a story about Eddie Van Halen's. Eddie was selling some cars. Here, I'll
Yeah,
show
you
it. It's
said
on-
something about that, but it was just
VHND posted it like the next day. Right here. The tale behind Eddie Van Halen's classic car sales. It's a really cool video if you guys haven't seen it. Car expert and lifelong Van Halen fan Joe how do you pronounce his name?
Petralia.
Petralia? He shared his experience selling two of Eddie Van Halen's classic cars.
Oh, I did
And-
see something I did see a little bit of that on YouTube. I watched some of that.
Yeah. Let's see. I think the majority of the story is right here. I saw the video last week, so I can talk about it. Basically, Eddie wanted to sell a couple cars, and so it was this guy's idea to throw in some guitars, to have some guitars built that looked like the cars. So Eddie
Yeah,
made a
'cause
couple calls.
When you're Eddie Van
Mhm.
Halen, you can't just put your car up on, Facebook
Craigslist.
Marketplace
No.
and say, "I got a car for sale. Come over," and
No. So they were trying to figure out a way to sell them, and this guy, he had said, "Hey, why don't you make some guitars that complement the cars, and we'll throw them in with the cars." So there was two of them, and this was one of them. So there's like one of the guitars right there.
that's nice looking. I mean,
Yeah.
the guitar.
Yeah.
It's got the 1956 side chrome stripe
Yep.
on there.
Yeah. Yeah, so there was two of them. And then here, let's do this. Let me stop sharing. Let me just open the video. I want to show you guys.
Didn't Eddie have a Lamborghini that was the red and white and black stripe?
That I don't know.
I know he had the truck, but I thought he had a Lamborghini done the same way.
He might have. I don't know. Yeah, he had the truck. Yeah, that was called the Van Hauler. And this guy talks about it in this video too.
Does he?
He
Yeah.
talks about how he saw it. He was at the property and he saw it, and it was like all like it'd been sitting there for years. It wasn't he wasn't driving it. And it was something like maybe they had it fixed up.
All these guys in the chat are still throwing numbers in there.
Yeah, if you guys are wondering what's going on, we're doing a giveaway for a 5150 guitar pick, and you got to enter a number between 0 and 5150. And I'll give you a hint, you guys. It's 4 digits. 2 of the numbers are the same. meaning two of the numbers in those 4 digits are the same, and one of what was my other one?
You said upside down or turned around or something.
And one of the numbers you can turn. Oh man. Okay.
Did
Okay,
somebody win it yet? All these
Not
numbers.
yet. No. 4 digits. Two of the numbers are exactly the same, but there's another digit in there that you can flip around. And if you flip it around, it's the same number as those two other numbers. Is that weird?
So is it like a 2 backwards is a 5 or something?
No.
Or is it 6 upside down? Is it a 9?
Something like
Trying
that.
to help these guys.
Something
Their
like
fingers
that.
are getting really tired. They're getting carpal tunnel from typing.
Carpool tunnel?
Yeah.
We're talking about cars.
That'd be Laz driving.
Let's do this. Well, I mean, either Sean or Lewis or Peggy is going to win. Wow. Where's everybody watching from right now, too, in the chat? Let us know. Let's just get that chat just rolling. Where's everybody watching from? And also, what's your favorite number?
Well, I'm watching from Mesa, Arizona, which is east side of Phoenix.
Nice.
Shady Side, Ohio, right on the river where most of West Virginia on this side flooded.
Is everything cool now?
Yeah, they showed all that, like what's the Serve Pro cleaning companies, Serve Pro and all that kind of stuff. They're got like Kroger parking lot just looks like a big mud pit now.
Oh,
And they're over there cleaning that out. The casino opened up though. That's the main thing they're only worried.
Oh, did you guys have a flood?
Yeah. Well, we didn't, but
how did I know? Sean just won. How did I? And dude, I just mailed out something to you today already.
4969, is that the winner?
No.
What's the winning number?
Or was it? Wait a minute. Let me look.
or 3969.
It says what it was. Yeah, it was 3969. That's what it was. Dude. Did the hint helped?
I typed in 3996. That was the last one I typed.
Oh. Wait a minute. Where does it say that he won? It'll say somewhere it says that he won. And then his comment either before that. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. It says he won. That was it. That was the winning number right there. 3969. So see?
On spring.
Two of the same numbers. One of them you could reverse. It's the same as the other two.
Yep.
There you go. Sean, definitely the hint helped, he said. Okay. So you guys, we're giving this stuff away.
Okay, now
You ever-
start again.
You ever do that, Dane, at your show? Do you ever say, we're just going to give this stuff away?
No, I do not.
Hard to
But
stay
I
in
did
business
when
that
we
way.
played the show. We do a ballad, and I ask everybody in the audience. I'm like, hold your phone up and give us the flashlight. And we had the audience doing this during our ballad.
Uh-huh.
It was epic.
Mm-hmm. Sean Spring, 5150 guitar pick.
Dane,
Okay.
Laz is playing a punk show, and he's using the Frankenstein. So what clothes should he wear for the punk show for that?
What clothes should he wear?
Yeah, something
He
outrageous.
should definitely wear
punk.
clothes. Well, no, it's a punk show. He doesn't have to wear clothes. Especially out here. You can be naked out here in California. They will say something eventually, but you see a lot of naked people around here just walking around. Did you know that, Ron?
No.
Especially in Berkeley, California. There was
Well,
a time where you go up to the college area, people were naked all the time over there. All right.
Back in the good old days.
Yeah. Okay, let's finish this story because I know we're kind of getting all over the place. Okay, there's a photo of Edward with his Porsche.
Porsche.
One of them. I remember actually when I met Eddie, he was driving a Porsche. I saw him drive away, and I thought it was so exciting because he drove right past my car. I'm like, I can't believe Eddie Van Halen just drove past my car, you know? I couldn't believe it. And actually, I do have photos of him driving away, too. I saw from the window. I watched him. And anyway. Okay, let's see. Which...
Okay,
I'm not going to
Willie's
play...
truck.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to play the video, but I'm going to show you... That must be the car right... Yeah, that's the car right there. Oh, and the license plate.
Wow, look at that.
It's
It's been like tubbed or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
Ford 9-inch narrow rear end. Posi.
What does that mean? The those wheels?
Yeah.
I'm not
They-
a car expert.
They
so I
they
don't know.
cut out in some of the inside of the car to tuck those wide tires underneath.
So those big tires will fit under it.
Then they put a
Mhm.
gigantic. Usually it's an highly polished aluminum wheel well. They call them tubs. So when you hear someone say a car's been tubbed, that's what it's going to look like.
And look at that license plate on there. Wolf Van Halen.
That's cool, huh? Yeah. So let's see. Where's the? Okay, so that's one of the cars right there.
Mm-hmm. And that
so-
is a 56 Nomad. Maybe they call it a wagon. Or maybe just a Nomad. Chevy Nomad.
Yeah,
Mhm.
2-door was just a Nomad. The 4-door version was the wagon.
That's
I'm-
sick right there.
I'd love to have that.
That's nice. And can you imagine? There's a matching EVH Wolfgang guitar like that. That went with.
I
the
don't know if
car.
I like the baby blue color though.
I'd have
Probably
to have,
why he sold that one.
I'd have to have a Dyer 671 blower coming out of the hood.
Wow. Nightbot, come on, man, behave, man.
Nightbot's doing all kinds of stuff.
I know. I'm about to put Nightbot on timeout.
Time to go to sleep, Nightbot.
But Nightbot tonight.
Good night, bot. I might be switching bots actually, but any of you that are brand new here, Nightbot is me, so you can trust the Nightbot. The links that are being spammed by Nightbot. Those are all my links.
Oh, you got an Amazon link.
I do.
So if you guys click on that link and you have to go on Amazon to buy dog food or adult diapers or whatever you need to buy, Johnny will get like a percentage of that.
Yeah.
A very, very, very small percentage, but it's
Hey, even
Every-
pennies add up.
yeah.
Well, they're not even pennies, but everything does help. And I do an Amazon show actually, and there are affiliate links below in the description. Yeah. Dane knows this. You run a business.
I have one
everything.
of those Amazon links too, and I'm usually getting, I don't know, I don't want to say, but I get a little bit of, I get lunch money every month.
Mm-hmm. Well, I haven't eaten today because of that. So.
Peggy,
I actually have to starve. Okay, so that's one of the cars that they sold, and then there was another one. Is there? Oh, look at that! Oh, there's the guitar. There's the other guitar in the other car.
Yeah, that's nice.
Look at
But that's
that.
like a full-on race car right there, and I can imagine that Eddie probably wanted a cruiser to cruise up Sunset with. He didn't want to have to take a, like a quarter-mile race car, drag car. So
there it is, right there. It is right there.
yeah,
Look at that. That's cool. And by the way, this was years
is
ago.
cool.
This was back in 2008, is when this took place. But the guy telling the story is recent. That's him right there. And he's a great storyteller too. The stories that he tells. I don't want to ruin it for you guys. But
let's look at that truck. What?
that's a truck that Eddie saw on at the guy's business or whatever, and he wanted it, and Eddie ended up buying that. And there actually is promotional photos of Edward, Alex, and Wolfgang sitting in the car, sitting in the truck,
Driving it around,
or standing on it. Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh? Yeah. So I'm not going to ruin it for you guys. I will have a link in the description of this video for this video, so you guys can watch this entire thing. But it's very the stories the guy tells are awesome. Oh, cool. Oh, he had signed the inside of the cars too on the dashboards.
you should reach out to that guy. I bet he'd come on the show with you.
He probably would. Let's do
Tell
that.
some Van Halen stories.
Janice, can you send a tweet at Johnny Beane reminding me to get, let's see, what's his name? Joe Petralia. Yeah, we should get him on. Definitely. There we go. I don't know. There's some ads down there, but
Whoa! Did you see the face on that woman?
What the hell was
yeah,
that?
I don't know. I don't know what that was.
Don't go back down there, please. That was scary.
What's up, Iron Man?
Wait a minute. Dave!
Is he getting robbed? Give me all your strings now. And a microphone to go.
Hand over the guitar that looks like a dinosaur. I saw it on Johnny Beane TV.
To go.
Oh, wait, he can hear us. Crap. He doesn't wear headphones, so.
I like that. I like that fire guitar. I didn't think I would.
You should
but
get
I do.
it.
Yeah.
You should buy that.
I need to start a whole separate bank account just called Zim's guitar account.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I have to do that. I have to start a Zim's guitar account. Then when I get so much, I'll just send something over. Here it is.
These are all the guitars I own.
No, you got some above you.
Shh.
Them pearly whites.
Smash that thumbs up. Well, it doesn't matter whether Dane's getting robbed or not, because he has to leave in 4 minutes anyway.
So there's got to be, David Lee Roth had to have said something this week to bring some news somewhere. Is there anything out there?
He did. He posted something today, actually. Let's see if we can find it. It was like a little music video.
Uh-oh.
Do you guys remember what it was?
Was it just a gigolo?
No, I saw it. Where? No, let's go to X. Let me look. Is that it? No, that's not it. I'm looking.
I mean, every week Dave does something to keep his name
Here it
in
is.
the news.
David Lee Roth released a 45-second. Is it only 45 seconds long? Maybe it's not 40. He released a video called Scotch and Sofa. Yeah, this was today. I think this was today.
Scotch and sofa.
Scotch and Sofa. Oh yeah, just 10 hours ago. David Lee Roth, Scotch and Sofa.
Hey guys, I got a customer that wants to do some trading, so
Right on, man.
I will see you guys next Tuesday.
Dude.
Good luck.
Thank you guys.
Dude, wink twice if you're in trouble.
I'm not in trouble.
Okay, good. All right. I'm glad he's okay. Dane Zimmerman, everybody. Dane is awesome.
Best used guitar store in the country. I don't care what anybody says.
Well, he's the best Dane Zimmerman I know. I've known him for several years now, and he's
and I can say that because I'm a customer.
mm-hmm.
Multi-time.
That's good. Okay, so there's no description with this. So it's
So is
basically it's
it
like
him
45
singing?
seconds. I don't know if it's even him singing. Okay, in the chat, did you guys see this video? Can somebody in the chat explain what this video is? I heard it, but like I said, it's only 45 seconds, and I was driving around.
Looked like someone trying to learn how to use a Sharpie.
Yeah.
Get the start on graffiti going.
Oh yeah. What's the name of the guy again? Oh, Janice. It was
Jeff.
It was
Uh,
just send me a tweet reminding me about the
Van
just
Halen
say
car
Van
guy.
Halen car. Just say Van Halen car guy. Send me
Car guy.
send me a tweet reminding me of the Van Halen car guy, and I'll find him. Joe. Peggy says his name is Joe. I can get a hold of him too because when I a week ago, yeah.
Joe
Yeah,
Petralia.
We'll get a hold of him. Okay. So, there you go. Dave Lee Roth, Scotch and Soda video released today. Check it out. Everywhere. Facebook, YouTube, X, TikTok.
Dave being Dave.
Yeah, he's releasing a lot of stuff. Let's see. Don't forget, you guys, we're doing a giveaway for the latest edition of Guitar World, Class of 1984. Eddie Van Halen on the cover. You want to win this? Oh, it's a special 40th anniversary blowout. It says.
Is there a poster?
No, Guitar Player never had posters. Or no, wait, this is Guitar World. Well, wait a minute. Guitar World used to have posters.
Yeah.
No, they don't have posters anymore. Oh, man.
And they charge you more for the magazine. Used to get them. There used to be $2.50. What? How much? What is that? $10 now?
It's $10, yeah.
Yeah, they used to be $2.50, and you got a poster. Now they're
And
$10,
you can win this.
and you don't get the poster.
And you can win this tonight. Actually, I already tore the poster out. No, I'm just kidding. There's no poster in here. There never was. Okay? Yeah, Michael B. What's the story with that David Lee Roth video? Speaking of David Lee Roth, you guys, speaking of Van Halen, this is the Van Halen show. This is exclusively Van Halen every Tuesday, although I might have to take a break because I have a rehearsal coming up in a while. So there'll be like a Tuesday or so where we won't be on, but maybe we'll do an earlier show that day. This is exclusively Van Halen. So if you like Van Halen, this is the place you want to be. I mean, obviously. And hey, speaking of Van Halen, we do giveaways. We have some future giveaways here on the channel. So you'll want to keep it here, as Michael Anthony said, and possibly win some Van Halen live CDs. And these are actual CDs. These are not CDRs. These are actual, bootleg. These are real bootlegs. These aren't the fake bootlegs. These are actual real bootlegs. You got Van Halen 77 Plus Live. That was a cool one. I had like 4 of these when they first came out. Back in like 1994 or something. Yeah, 1994. I had 4 of these then. Because I had a shop that would buy them and order them. So there's another one. So future giveaways. What's up? Gonfall. What's up, dude? We had pizza. Didn't we eat pizza together one time? I think we ate pizza down at Anaheim one time. There you go. So these are future giveaways on the channel here. So Very, very cool CDs. Yeah, man. 2022? NAMM 2020? NAMM 2022? We had pizza? Yeah, I think we did, man. I think we did. We're having pizza tonight, Peggy says.
You had a pizza pie, huh?
That's cool. Yeah, good to see you, man. Yeah. Well, hey, let's get in. We have another story. Speaking of pizza, actually, let's talk about this. This is very interesting. Let's go. Let's
In
go
a weird way.
Yeah, yeah. I actually almost got pizza today. Well, actually, I didn't. I mean, I thought about it because I go to Costco.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times I like to go there, and they've got those $2 slices of pizza or whatever that is. And although I kind of promised my physical therapist that I wouldn't eat that pizza anymore, and I have to see her tomorrow.
Now wait, they don't recycle that pizza, do they?
I don't know. It's not Chuck E. Cheese. The recycled pizza. Yeah, they said that's not true, but I don't know. Oh, let's take some questions. You guys are awesome, man. Jeff Davidson, are you in a punk band too, Johnny? I am not, although I would be in one. If there's a punk band out there that looking,
Yes, you are. Johnny Rotten.
I am available. Yeah. No, the band that I currently play with, it's not punk music at all. It's more it's singer-songwriter stuff. And I'm just the guitar player in that. You guys can actually see a bunch of those videos. We live streamed a whole bunch of our gigs over the past several years. They're all on the channel here. But we have a gig coming up next month, and we have a rehearsal, which I think is going to fall on a Tuesday. So probably no Van Halen show that Tuesday. I don't know. We'll see. I have to drive up to Oakland, California for the rehearsal, and I'm down here in Santa Cruz. So I have like a 2-hour drive to get there and then rehearse and then, come back.
You got to have them come to you.
Yeah.
Or have the whole band meet at Laz's house. Just practice there at his place. He's got enough amps and guitars.
That's not a bad idea.
Then stream it live. That would be great.
I know. Yeah. We'll see. But hey, let's get to this. People magazine. Valerie Bertinelli just did. She was just on the cover story for People. I wanted to pick one of these up. I totally forgot about it. I was actually at Barnes and Noble yesterday, but I didn't see this. Maybe it was there. I didn't see it, but People magazine.
It's in the checkout line at Kroger.
Here's the next story. Yeah, I can run down to Safeway and see if they have it. But People magazine, why Eddie Van Halen's loved ones ordered pizza to his hospital room moments after his death. Now, it's interesting how some of the stuff is coming out now. Wow, we're going on almost 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
4 years later. Of course, Edward passed away at age 65 in October of 2020. There's a nice photo of Edward and Wolfgang and Valerie. I believe this was backstage at a Tremonti gig when Wolfgang was playing bass for Tremonti. I want to say like at the Roxy or something.
So,
down in Hollywood.
Who do you think he looks like? Eddie or Valerie?
It depends on the photo or the video. He looks like both of them. When he plays guitar, he looks a lot like Edward, but when he talks in interviews, he reminds me of Valerie. I can see his mother. I can see Valerie's expressions on Wolfgang. And so it's pretty cool. And actually, Wolfgang, if you're watching this, man, congratulations on all your success.
Yes, sir.
He's on tour. He's opening up for I think Foo Fighters coming up. I think they just played Amsterdam. He just posted on Instagram a story. They had just played Amsterdam, and the music he had in the IG story was Amsterdam, the Van Halen song. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool stuff. But no, I just thought about this the other day, man. I was watching a video of Wolfgang of Mammoth WH on stage, and he was playing the guitar. And I don't know why this didn't hit me when we saw them, because here, we'll go back to this, but I don't know why this didn't hit me, because, you know, Laz and I and our friend Mike Wood, we went and saw Mammoth. When was that?
Last August, wasn't it?
It was a little while back, and we were almost front row to the show. There was a row of people standing in front of us, and then there was us, but we were right in front of them. And I do I have the video loaded up here? Let me see. Let me go and look real quick. It was a great show. Photos to show. Let me see. Would it be in any of this? Well, there's the merch booth. Hey, I'll show you guys this. This was the merch booth at the Mammoth show in Monterey, California. Hey, Johnny Beane here. I'm at the Mammoth show in Monterey, California. If you're wondering what the merch is, there it is. Oh, and there's CDs, it looks like. Like that's it. There you go. Johnny Beane TV. Oh, they have a thing that you can actually get a photo in front of. Let me actually look at that real quick. That's pretty cool. There we go. So you can, oh, there's a QR code. So you can take a photo in front of this. That's pretty cool. There you go. There it is. Very cool. I'll actually be back down in Monterey coming up pretty soon. It's a great town. And that venue there, it's called the Golden State Theater. That's actually where we saw Mammoth, and then like a few months later, that's where I saw Andy Summers. Same venue. And I'll be.
Which one was more packed?
It's hard to tell, because at the Mammoth show, we were able to stand up in the front.
Yeah.
And at the Andy Summers show, it was all seating. There was no standing room. Okay. So actually, that's a good question. But they were both packed.
Yeah, I would say, just a wild guess here, but I'd say for popularity-wise, probably Mammoth had more. I mean,
I don't know.
I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I'm just, now if you'd have said the Police was going to be there, that'd be a whole different story.
Oh, forget it.
Yeah.
Forget it. It was cool though, because when I was there, I was the seat where I was supposed to sit in, because it was a weird. I'll tell this story really quickly, you guys. When I went to and you guys know Andy Summers, he was the guitarist in the Police. When I went to that show, I've got some connections, and so I was able to go into sound check and actually play one of Andy's guitars, while they were setting up, and when Andy came in, when he came in, the place was empty. It was just me. It was just us. And when he walks in, I go up to him and I'm like, "Hey," and he's like, "You're not Johnny Beane. You're old." That's what he said to me, because he thinks of me as being, 25 years ago. So, anyway, I don't know. Oh, what I was going to say was I got to hang out during sound check, and then after sound check, when the room started to fill up, the seat where I was supposed to sit, and this is at the Andy Summers show, I was supposed to sit right next to this couple, and the guy was wearing a police T-shirt, and he was older. He was probably probably like 70, 70 or so. And he was telling me how excited he was to be at the show, because he was a lifelong Police fan. He was telling me about when he first heard the Police, like what song it was and the album, and he was wearing one of the shirts, and it was just cool. It's always cool to meet other fans of of one of your favorite bands, which truthfully for me out here that's rare. Where I live out here in Santa Cruz, California, I only know of maybe 2 other people that are like mega Van Halen fans down here, and that's it. And they don't even live in this town. They live a town over from here. So, but yeah. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, you said police, and they.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, that was such a cool day. I was thinking about that earlier.
Now, when he let you play one of his guitars, you should have said, "Man, thanks," and just walk away with it.
Uh-huh.
Wait, can you sign it first, Andy?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I bet he'd give you one if you asked him.
Mm.
As long as he's known you and he's got a lot of guitars. What's one guitar? I mean, look how many Ed gave away.
Mm-hmm. He gave away 2 with those 2 cars.
Yeah. So I mean, it's I'm to the point where my wife wants me to start giving them away. I'm like, no.
Uh-huh.
No.
Well, that's why you buy them all in the same color.
Well,
right. Don't want to have too many that look different. Get all the same similar ones.
As long as they all say Jackson on the headstocks, it's all the same to her.
Mm-hmm. Everybody wants pizza. You guys are all talking pizza in the chat. Pizza in the chat. Pizza in the chat.
What? No anchovies?
Oh my goodness.
Got a pie. You want a pie? Put the pie.
Man, it's such a weird thing. Yeah, actually, both those after both the shows, after the Andy Summers show and the Mammoth show, there's this one restaurant that's open that late, and it's like a pizza type of place. Well, you can get it's like a brewery type of place. So they have pizza, they have nachos, all that stuff, and anyway, let's see. Let's go back. How are we doing on time? Okay, we got some time. All right. So yeah, it's interesting to hear some of this stuff a few years later. Eddie Van Halen's family celebrated his life with one of the musician's favorite foods. And this is People magazine. Van Halen passed away in the hospital at age 65 in October of 2020 from throat cancer, with his wife, Valerie Bertinelli, holding one hand and their son, Wolfgang, holding the other. I didn't want to believe it was happening. Even while it was happening, I wasn't believing it was happening, Valerie Bertinelli tells People for this week's cover story. The group, which included Eddie's brother Alex and his 2 sons, found comfort with one of his favorite foods. So Valerie continues, I forgot who suggested it, but we were like, should we have pizza? Because he couldn't eat, and the last thing Ed really wanted was pizza. Man, that's so sad.
It's terrible.
Bertinelli says he loved pizza and burritos, so we had pizza in his hospital room. I hope people don't think that's morbid. He knew how much I loved him, she recalls. I knew how much he loved me. The last words he said to me and to Wolfie were, "I love you." Ed was very giving with his heart. He wore it on his sleeve. And there's a nice photo of Edward and Valerie and Wolfgang. It says in 1994. And that's courtesy of Ellie Bertinelli's Instagram. So, okay, so that's... So it looks like they ordered pizza. And... yeah, so it's just kind of, interesting to hear some of this stuff, almost 4 years later. I remember when the news broke. Well, basically Wolfgang was the one that tweeted it out, and I remember that day because I was sitting at my desk. I was sitting right here, and I was actually about to go get. You know how Popeyes had those chicken sandwiches?
Mm-hmm.
It's like the best thing in the world.
Yep.
I had like a couple of those already. Well, not that day, but And I was sitting here. I was sitting right here, and I'm thinking, I want one of those chicken sandwiches. And I'd have to drive like half an hour to get one. So I was preparing. I was debating whether I should go get one of those chicken sandwiches or not. I was sitting right here. And all of a sudden, I get a notification. And I look on it, and it's a photo of Edward, of his face. I click on it instantly. And that's when I read the news. Wolfgang had put it out. And I saw it, and I'm like, what? I mean, it was, And then I thought, is this real? Is this legit? And then all of a sudden, Valerie, posts out. Valerie's brother posts. They all start posting out. And so literally 20 minutes later, I'm like, well, I'm gonna go live and talk. So we went live. And we were live for about 8 hours. That was actually a show day. That was actually on a Tuesday. And I remember we were doing a different show those Tuesdays. It was called Talking. It was another guitar show, and so it's like, well, we should just, let's talk about this. And we spent, I think we were live for like 8 hours. And I think he tweeted that out. I'm thinking it was like noonish. So we went live about 12:30-ish. And we were live literally from noonish to like 8 that night. The entire day we were live. And several people were jumping in and out of the video. And we were just talking. And I was already doing a Van Halen show then. But I mean, it's just one of those things where you can't believe, the main subject or yeah. So, and the video's on the channel here, you guys. You guys can watch it. It's there. But I remember when we were done. I finally left the house, and I think I was driving to Whole Foods, and my phone starts going off, and people start messaging me, thanking me, saying, "Dude, thank you so much for doing that, because it gave us a place to grieve, to talk about, to celebrate, celebrate his life." Yeah, it was a really, I mean, it's really still an unbelievable thing to think about that, and it sucks. It sucks. I mean,
I went through the same thing 42 years ago, but we obviously didn't have the internet then, so it was just a bunch of people going around each other's house listening to a couple albums and talking, and how you couldn't believe it. Yeah. but it's nice to have other people around when that happens, or like-minded people. So you've got someone to share stories with and all that.
I mean, yeah, that's one of the great things about the internet is you meet people all around the world that are into the same stuff. I mean, look at this. You're in Ohio. I'm in California. It looks like we're right next to each other.
We're 3,000 miles apart.
There's 3,000 miles in between right here.
That little black line right there is 3,000 miles wide.
Yeah, 3,000 miles. That's crazy. Dude, I've met so many people.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm sure we all have, But yeah, I never would have thought, starting, the show 8 years ago, whatever it's been, doing a lot of these shows, specifically, a lot of these Van Halen shows that,
Didn't Eddie watch at least one of these shows?
Yeah. Yeah, I was told. I was told by somebody that was actually right next to him at the time. They're like, we're sitting here, we're watching your show right now. That was years ago.
No pressure there.
No, well, this was later. I wasn't live. I wasn't live at the time. It was afterwards. Like, hey, we just watched your show. Yeah, and Majestic. That was the day you found us. Yeah. Well, hey, Majestic. Yeah. See, ever since then, Majestic and I we hang out almost every night. We hang out over on Twitch playing video games together. And I know we're trying to get involved. Well, I don't mean that, but yeah, you know what I mean.
Hey, I'm married, Johnny.
Hey, I don't care. No. Because you
She
play
does.
video games, you play games, I play video games. We're trying to do that.
We both listen to Sinatra.
Dude, look at this. Yeah. Yeah. But hey, that's the internet, and the one thing that's the one thing that's cool about the internet is you do meet a lot of people, good and bad, trust me.
Yep.
I've got all kinds of weirdos coming at me nonstop, man. And people I thought were my friends end up being real weirdos, But one of the cool things about
stick around here.
one of the cool things about the internet is there's the potential of meeting really cool people that you never would have met
Any other way.
any other way, and whatever the circumstances are. It's yeah, there's
Well, through music in general, through the band, I'm talking to band, I'm talking recording, 3 different recording studios, I'm talking touring, guitar stores. I've met some of my best friends in my life through music.
mm-hmm.
And it's just, and you think I never would have met that person had it not been for the love of some type of music or something, that way. So, yeah, it's amazing actually when you come to think about it.
Yeah.
And again, like you said, I mean, look how much Eddie. I mean, you could pretty much relate anybody some connection to Eddie at some point in time. So.
I can almost connect Van Halen to anything you guys throw at me. That's how much I grew up being such a Van Halen freak. And for a lot of years I kind of hid that. Like, you would watch these shows going back years ago, and I really didn't show that I knew as much as I knew about the band. Yeah. I would let other people answer like other questions, and if something wasn't right, I would chime in and say, "No, that's not true. It's really whatever." I mean, I don't want to look like some sort of know-it-all either, because I'm not. But Van Halen was such a huge part, still is a huge part of my life. But there was a lot of years where it was just Van Halen. Like that was it.
Yeah.
Van Halen. Like I told you, I have 20 of those David Lee Roth posters from Women and Children First. You know, and you're like, why do you have 20 of those?
Your wife won't
Because
put it in there.
because I was such a freak for the band. And I would buy them, and I knew, yeah, there's only a million of these around, but, you know, not everybody has one. So every time I would find one, I would buy one. And I've got tons of them. I'll give them away on the shows here at some point. You know?
My wife
But
doesn't have hers anymore.
Huh?
My wife doesn't have her poster of David Lee Roth anymore.
Does she want one?
She probably does, but
Because I'm already
does-
sending you
she
a
does-
guitar to paint and a pedal for you to give to Skyprop to paint or to put together. It's in
Throw
the
a poster
car
in it.
already. If I can find Janice, can you send me an X at Johnny Beane reminding me to find one of those David Lee Roth posters to throw into the
Chained.
box?
chained posters.
Chained. Dun 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 dun.
There goes the money. Somebody's getting paid.
It's not me. Yeah. I do these shows because I love doing these shows, you guys. I don't make money doing these shows. I spend money. I'm not even going to tell you guys how much I spend per month to do these shows. But it's I love doing these shows. I love talking Van Halen. That's why I started doing a show about it. And so again, going back a lot of years, I really didn't let on that I was such a Van Halen, nerd or whatever. But when Edward passed away, after that day, that's when I decided maybe I didn't do a Van Halen show then. Maybe I started one after. No, I did one. But I kind of changed. They've gone through a couple different changes over the change. Dun dun dun. dun the show's name changed. Dun, dun, dun. But
We used
yeah,
to play that song, by the way.
mm-hmm.
Our one guitar player who would always go out of tune. That was like the one song he demanded we learn.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember telling him, I don't have a problem playing it if you can play it like Eddie. I said, and one thing is you got to stay in tune.
Yeah. Major upgrade, Johnny Beane. Are you a bigger Van Halen fan or Van Hagar fan? I know what you're trying to do here. To me, it's all Van Halen because it's all Eddie Van Halen. To me, there's no difference because it's all Eddie Van Halen's music. It was all his band, his stuff. But I do understand. I get it. And look at this guy sitting over here, 3,000 miles away from me. You were a Van Halen fan years before I ever was.
Yeah. Roth era.
Are you even still here?
Yes, I'm here. I was Roth.
I even
era.
here.
What?
Oh my goodness.
I was a Roth fan. Hello.
Is that me?
I don't know. Only you know. Is it you?
Oh, can you hear me? Was I here?
Yeah.
Okay, everything went away. Oh,
No. Okay.
hang on.
I said I was a Roth fan.
There, we're back. Sorry, the internet went crazy for a second. Yeah, I wasn't here for a second. Okay, so you were a fan of Van Halen years before I ever was.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So for you, David Lee Roth Van Halen was of course
one
Van
and the same.
Halen.
Yeah, was one of the
Yeah, it was David Lee Roth, Van Halen, and then when Sammy Hagar joined. See, when I became a fan, it was for Eddie Van Halen himself because of his guitar in the movie Back to the Future. That riff, that's what did it for me. And then, of course, the new Van Halen record to be out at the time was 5150, or to come out. So I bought that over Eat 'Em and Smile. Okay, you guys. But then I bought Van Halen 1. So I grew up on both eras of Van Halen. To me, it was all Van Halen, but I totally get it. How if you're a Roth fan, and all of a sudden Roth leaves and a new singer comes in, and some of you are like, nah. I understand that. I can apply that to other bands, and I can see that. You know?
Well, it's just Dave was such. I mean, if you want to call it egotistical or what, but he was still like, I don't want to say steal the show, but Dave made sure you knew he was there.
Mm-hmm.
And that showman, I mean, like in that one video he did, he would have been a great game show host in real life. I mean, you know, honestly,
He still
Because-
could be.
yeah, well, yeah, but it'd have to be something off the wall.
He still could be.
But I mean, he just had that type of personality that made you watch him. So you know, it wasn't just Eddie on stage; it was Dave and Eddie. But with Sammy, it was different because Sammy was already, like you said earlier, Sammy was already Sammy. So it's like they didn't fit, or they shouldn't. You know, it was weird. Like I said, I didn't even give it a chance in the beginning. I really did. And I just heard Van Halen 3 for the first time, 3 weeks ago? So that was brand new Van Halen music to me.
And imagine there are people out there that discovered Van Halen through Van Halen 3. So imagine that. That's their first Van Halen. And then they discover, wait a minute, there's 2 other versions of this.
Yeah.
So it's win-win. The later you get into something, the better it is as far as history. Like, oh my gosh. Like we're both hugely into the Rat Pack.
Yep.
Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis.
Joey
All that
Bishop.
stuff. All that stuff. So there's so much, for us now, all that stuff ended decades ago. But there's so much to dig through, and there's this song and this, and I mean there's countless stuff. So it's great.
Not to mention, I live like 25 minutes away from Dean Martin's birthplace. So,
That's
and the
pretty cool.
highway going to there, it says the Dean Martin Highway. It's got his picture on the side. It's actual state sign.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'll take a picture of it next time I go up to the store. I'll take. 'Cause I pass it.
Yeah. But as far as Van Halen, I totally get it. When you got some Dave Lee Roth guys in my group, totally going berserk,
Yeah, well, see, I'm
which
not
they
gonna,
do.
Yeah, I'm not going to go that far with it. I mean, like I said, I eventually came around being forced to hear that dun, 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 every time we were setting up, our sound guy would play that,
Yeah.
and I think he did it because he knew I didn't want to hear it.
Yeah. I love that song. I love, dude. Why can't this be love?
Because
I
I'm
mean-
already married, Johnny.
Okay. Wow. No, but to me, Van Halen, Van Hagar, it's all the same. Although there is a difference. There is a difference. There's different versions of it, but when you got the same guy writing all the music,
Yeah.
it's all the same. It's all the same.
Well,
But if you want to get technical,
I'm going to say the Roth era, Eddie the music was maybe, I don't want to say heavy metal because it wasn't, but I think it was a little bit harder edged.
Oh, definitely. It definitely was. But if you want to get technical, if you're out there, if you're signed to the major labels, and this is what's out there, this is what's current.
Yeah.
To stay out there, you have to stay current.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I agree.
why. That's why OE812 sounds the way it does. A lot of people complain, oh, there's no bass on it, it's too bright. That was the production at the time, 1988. And you can't. Something like Van Halen 1 would never have come out in 1988. It came out when it did. It did what it did at the time. And to progress, especially if you're a musician, if you're an artist, you're constantly having to reinvent yourself to stay current.
Yep. And that's true in no bass thing, because look what I mean. There was no, there is bass, but you really can't tell. Same thing with Injustice for All from Metallica.
It's because of it's because of the way those albums were mastered. There wasn't much bass in the production because that was the sound. If you want to get technical, and you guys, if you want, drop your comments below. That Metallica Injustice for All. Again, drop your comments below. That production is a pop production. You guys can come at me all you want, but it's the truth. It's the
I
truth.
remember watching an interview with Jason Newsted. He said, "Oh, there's no bass on here. It was mixed by who? Oh, the drummer and singer.
It's all drums.
Yeah.
Here's the new Lars Ulrich Metallica record."
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But if you guys want to get technical, because see, I know this stuff because I'm a musician. I've been signed. I've toured. I lived with Desmond Child. I know all this stuff. Okay? I'm not just sitting here making stuff up, hating on people. Wink, wink. I know all this stuff. You know? But yeah, if you want to get technical, if you're out there, if you're trying to, do it for real, you have to know what's going on around you. You have to keep current, and that's why some records sound the way they do. Now, obviously, when the next decade rolls over, a whole new batch of stuff happens, and to keep going, you got to cut your hair. You got to put on a flannel shirt. I don't know. Whatever the next thing is, you got to wear a Britney Spears microphone.
Which
that's just how it is.
You know where the Axl Rose on stage doing the snake moves like the thing.
Yeah.
You know where he stole that from?
A snake?
No. Everybody thought, man, he did that on stage. That's great. He got that from Davy Jones from the Monkees. He did it in the 60s.
Sure. David Lee Roth got all those one-liners from Dean Martin. You listen to those Rat Pack albums?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I want to hit a bump and spill my drink. Yeah, all those jokes Roth borrowed from his heroes, which were all the people that he grew up on.
Yeah, that's how it happens.
That's how it is. That's how it is. But the truth is, you guys can argue all you want about whatever, but see, that's what's cool. That's what's cool about all this is all this stuff it's still out there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Van Halen, the day Edward Van Halen passed away, Van Halen the band was done. And Van Halen, there'll never be another Van Halen. But we're lucky that we existed during this time, and we got to go to the concerts. We got to, and still we can listen to the songs every day. Some of us got to meet,
Well, people talk about, what's a good time to live. I mean, look, well, I'm older than you, so I saw the moon landing. The Beatles.
Was that real though?
Yeah. The Beatles, the Monkees, Hendrix, the Doors, the Eagles, then you get into the Kiss and Sabbath and Ozzy and Randy, Eddie, Van Halen, then you get into the Dime, Pantera. I got to live and see all that. That's this greatest music ever has been done in the last 40 years. 45 years.
Mm-hmm.
But what's weird to think, okay, now, like if you go back to some of the old hair bands and listen to them now, like even Skid Row or even some Rat, it still fits in, even though it's been, some cases 40 years. Now, if you went to the 80s and went back 40 years to music, we would be happy listening to Frank and
It's
Dean and all that.
old as hell.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it didn't fit. You couldn't play a 40-year-old song in the 80s and it still fit, but you could play an 80s song now and it still fits.
A 40-year-old song in the 80s was big band era.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mono,
Glenn
real
Miller.
bright sounding. Yeah. Right? Yeah, because 1940 to 1980, 45 to 85. Yeah, just imagine that. Yeah.
But you can take a song from the 80s now and play it and it doesn't sound like that. Yeah, you don't hear that. You just don't have
all the
it.
hits from the 40s through the 80s.
Yeah. On K-Tel.
Yeah. Oh, it's a totally different thing. I mean, everything cool that's been invented, most of it was invented in the past 40 years or 50. Yeah. Wait, where are we now? No, 60. What are we talking about now?
60 years, and you're going back to 64.
Well, that's where the Beatles are from.
Yeah. Well,
you got to go back that far now. You got to go back 70 years. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You got to go back 70 years. When did rock and roll get invented?
Elvis. Well,
50?
They say it was Elvis.
1950?
Yeah. Early 50s. Early 50s.
That's 70 years now.
Roy Orbison, Elvis, even Johnny Cash was rock.
Oh, sure, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's all great stuff. I love all that stuff. I love music. I love music in general. I listen to everything, you guys. Even though I do a Van Halen show, I listen to everything.
While I'm over there working on the studio, I turn on the Sirius XM, and they have now an extra channel. They have Seriously Sinatra, but that's like Frank and Dean. It's all the older songs. But they also have a channel called Perfectly Frank, and it's nothing but 24/7 Frank. I listen to that. I listen to Symphony Hall because I love classical music.
Same here.
So that's what I got playing over there. But it's weird because my tastes are so eclectic. Even in college, I took classical stuff. But you listen to my playlist. Like if I go to my Amazon, it's my most plays, what I played the most in a year, you might hear Pantera, then Yo-Yo Ma right next to it. So it's just, I've played that for people and they're like, what the hell kind of playlist is this? I said, got a little bit of everything for it on it.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's cool.
Peggy,
I think
I got to catch that boss.
I think most people listen to it. Most people won't even admit what they actually like to listen to.
I mean, I have a whole CD selection of classical music. Love it. But I love the slow classical. I don't like the real fast stuff. Never did.
Yeah. It's all good stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good.
But Solo Cello by Yo-Yo Ma, I don't think there's anybody better than him on cello.
I mean, just imagine. I hate to even think 40 years from now.
Oh, yeah.
What stuff's going to be like. That's when you can press a button on your head and everything is right there,
Like, here's my glasses.
That's already there.
Well, true.
That stuff is already, there's still Apple glasses that you can get. I was watching a stream of somebody walking around wearing them.
So yeah, I mean, it's just I don't know. Like I said, the 80s was the best. Karen Carpenter was I love her voice. She was a good drummer too. But the 80s, for me, that was my early teens. I was 16 in 80. So, growing up and then getting into the band and doing all that stuff, that was the best. And it was, it was. Someone wrote in there something about the 80s was excess, and it was excess of everything. Didn't matter what it was.
Yeah.
Aquanet, it didn't matter. It was just, but again, most of that music you can play now with the newer stuff, and it still fits right in. But yet, in 1980, if you'd have played, That's All Right with Mama from Elvis on a rock station, even though it was considered rock back then, you'd be like, what? That doesn't even fit. Why are you even playing that? But now they will still fit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, the whole thing was just, you had to be there. And if you missed the 80s growing up in the, and I don't mean a kid, I'm talking teens through early adulthood, that was the best. That was really the best.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And see, a lot of that stuff I didn't discover till years later. My first when I first got into music, it was classical. It was Arthur Fiedler, the Boston Pops. Those were my first records, listening to that stuff. And then obviously went from there. John Williams took over for Arthur Fiedler for the Boston Pops, right. and then he did all the Star Wars and all those soundtracks. And so that was my stuff growing up, was all that,
and
the Star
Barry,
Wars.
I love the soundtrack for the movie Somewhere in Time.
Mm-hmm.
When I used to have all the MRIs for my back and shoulders, they would play. I'd take that CD and they'd play it. They'd give you headphones. You just lay in there, and then it got to the point where certain parts you couldn't have headphones. They just crank it up in the room real loud. But that whole Somewhere in Time soundtrack is excellent.
Yeah.
So it's just I like not all. I'm not going to say I like all music, but I like most of it.
Right.
So it's
yeah. I like pretty much everything. I mean, anything that inspires you.
Yeah.
Especially
exactly.
if you're a musician, if you can get ideas from somewhere, that's where the good ideas come from. Is if you can. Oh, my laptop just died. If you can get an idea from somewhere, from something, and turn it into whatever it is that you do, I mean, that's how that works.
Well, here's a perfect example. Everybody considers Black Sabbath the godfathers of heavy metal, and I'm one of those people who consider that. But the song Black Sabbath was a take from Geezer Butler from a classical piece called Mars. A lot of people don't know that. And if you listen to the classical version, you can hear the, I mean, it's like, wow.
Well, let me just say one thing here. We really have 20 viewers over on X right now.
Cool.
This is awesome. This is awesome. Yeah.
Since we're kind of talking a little bit of other stuff, can we tell them about the Thursday show and who watched it?
No.
Okay.
I would keep all that until yeah. You don't want to let cats out of bags too soon. You guys keep it tuned in right here, though.
But yeah, if you ever get a chance, listen to that. It's a classical. I don't know the whole song, but it's called Mars. And you listen to it, and you'll hear. You're like, wow, that is the song Black Sabbath.
Oh, sure.
But it's funny, that the godfathers of heavy metal got their title song, their band's name, from a classical piece. Did you ever watch the? Well, you probably never saw it. Yngwie with the Japanese Philharmonic. where he does all the classical stuff with an orchestra behind him?
I don't know.
He's wearing like a.
Send it to me.
Yeah. Okay.
Send it to me. I'll watch it.
Yeah, it's the Japanese I can't remember. It's the Japanese Philharmonic behind him, and Yngwie's standing in front, and he plays, the classical, and then he's got his Strat too, and he's just playing all these old Bach and stuff. He was like, wow. It was from like '95.
That's cool. That's cool, you guys. Yeah, in the chat. Tell us some of the bands you guys like. What do you guys listen to? Yeah. No, I just noticed. It's telling me we got like 65 people watching. And I looked. That was 20 of those are coming from X.
Cool.
Which is pretty good. So I think we'll stream to X from now on. I subtracted one of the Facebook places for it because we can only go to like 8 places at once. That's cool, you guys. Thank you for tuning in on X. Follow us. I'm Johnny Beane. Over on X, it says right there. Ron is that Ron _ Gunner 65?
Yeah, I think that's
something like that. Yeah. Give us a follow on X. And okay, we got one more story here. Actually, no, we got 2 more things. Although if I tell you guys one of the things, the stuff might go away. Or not.
I don't know if I'd tell them it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to link to it. I'll go ahead and tell you guys. I'm not going to link to it, though. Those 2 those 2 camera screen videos of Van Halen in Tokyo and in Australia, they're both back on YouTube.
Until you all click on them.
They're back on YouTube. So you guys, those of you guys that missed that stuff, it's back up there. It's not uploaded by the original guy now. Somebody else re-uploaded them. 2 other channels totally re-uploaded them. I just happened to see them, or people sent them to me or something. So if you guys missed those, you're able to watch them now. For now, they're back up on YouTube.
I just sent you the link for that.
Got it. Right on. So you guys can check that stuff out. And then, let's see. Let's do one more. Actually, okay, we were going to do a couple hours tonight. So let's start the next giveaway. We're going to do the Guitar World class of 1984. You guys want this. What should the number be? What was it before? It was 5150. Should we just do the same and we'll just give them hints? You're feeling bad?
Yeah.
That was your idea, wasn't it?
Make
it
1984.
Oh, they'll get... Oh, okay. All right. If you want to win this, enter a number in the chat here on YouTube. By the way, those 20 of you that are watching us on X, come on over to YouTube and subscribe on the YouTube side. You can only participate in these giveaways on YouTube currently. JohnnyBeane.tv is the channel. Let's see. Can I send you guys it? Can I do it? Let me try this. Let me try giving the Facebook audience or the X audience. It's Twitter. People still call it Twitter. Let me give the Twitter audience.
Hey, did you notice some of the amps are gone?
No. Oh, yeah.
Stuff's being moved.
Oh, man. Okay, if you're watching this on X, I'm going to post. I don't know if you guys can see this, though. I just posted to the live video right now. We got 20 watching. I posted the YouTube link. Click on that link. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube. And hang on. Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Lewis, you could win it and give it to Peggy.
That's true, huh? Or Peggy. You could win it and give it to Lewis.
He's already got one.
Oh.
From the last one you gave away.
Oh, wow. Lol. Wait, what am I doing here? Hang on. Oh, we're getting more viewers on X all of a sudden. People are jumping over to X now. Well, hey, it's all good. See, this, Johnny Beane TV is internet wide. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. Everywhere. We're on X. We're on TikTok.
Maybe Roku coming up.
Possibly Roku. Maybe. We got to do that if we're going to do it, We're everywhere, you guys. Look at that. Exclamation point S. I'll just do it. There's all the links. Follow us. Follow us. Exclamation point Ron. That's Ron's channel. There you go.
Be good, Major.
Major upgrade. Thank you for tuning in, man. It's always good to see new names in the chat.
Always
a lot of new people here, you guys.
If you're new here, subscribe, please.
Yeah. Yeah. We're trying to get to 12K. That's our next goal. We like the round numbers.
So we're going to skip 13,000, just go to 14,000?
Actually, that happened. What was it? That actually happened. Since I've been making those cards, there was one where I skipped because we flew right over it, like at one point, and I didn't even make a card saying, let's get to this. We flew past it, so I just went to the next. That's why that says 12K. Technically, we're at 11K, 11.7. We only need like 300 subscribers to get to 12K. And we average 100 subscribers every couple weeks. Actually, lately it's been faster.
Ooh.
It's been faster, And we're giving away a guitar at 20K, a Kramer. But we actually have several guitars we're going to give away on the channel here. We have a miniature guitar that I'm going to ship.
We don't
to
know
Ron.
what it's going to end up like. What color or what paint scheme? Well, we have no idea yet.
It's going to be dog dew brown
with yellow mellow eye custard
with yellow snow. It's going to be toilet water. Gross.
Mr. Tidy Bowl. Put that little guy in the boat. Draw him on there.
Dude, on Carol Burnett, man, they feature him all the time. I keep seeing it. She flushes him down the toilet. I keep seeing that. I watch Carol Burnett every night, man. That's what I watch. It really is the greatest show, the greatest comedy show there is, Carol Burnett and Friends. It's so funny. I'm actually sitting here laughing out loud. I never do that. Unless I'm scheming. Oh, wait.
He's back.
Oh, YouTube says they want me to play an ad. So before I hit the button, here's an ad. There we go. Okay. So enter a number between 0 and 1984.
They can't hear you. There's an ad going on.
Well, some of them can. Or if they can't, uh-oh. No, I think they can. There we go. Peggy heard us. Enter a number between 0 and 1984. I'm not going to give you guys any hints. Okay? No hints. No hints.
Another ad.
Huh? No, they're just getting it now because of the delay. Between us here in the chat, there can be like a 20-second delay.
Wow.
20 to 30 seconds. So enter a number between 0 and 1984 for the magazine. You can win this. I picked this up yesterday to give away. Uncle Raymond, hey man. Okay,
Ray.
last story. This isn't really a story. This is just kind of like just to let you guys know what's going on.
Is it storming out there where you are?
No, it's nice.
Windy?
Nope. Am I glitching?
Yeah.
Ugh. I don't know why that is.
You're all pixelated.
I am right now,
Yep.
but you can hear me.
Yeah.
You can hear
I,
me.
I can see you. It's just like. Well, now it's getting a little.
1
bit-
2 1 2. Okay, now it's fine, right?
Well, it's getting there.
It's okay-ish. It's sort of
Yeah, if you
okay.
look,
Yeah. No, I see it. I can see it. As long as you guys can hear me and it's not glitching too much. Man, I don't know why that happens, but it shouldn't be. This shouldn't be happening.
yeah, it's like someone's put remember the old softening effect on photos? Where you can
I
make it-
wonder.
That's that's what it looks like.
Well, that's an effect that you can use now on StreamYard.
It's like nothing. It's like there's no. What do they call it? Sharpness. It's like it's taking all the sharpness out of a photo. Where everything's just kind of smooth everywhere, even on the corners.
You can see me though?
Yeah.
Sort of. Okay. All right. Enter a number. As long as you guys can hear me. Here, I'm going to show this. Yeah, that shouldn't be happening because I'm plugged directly in. There's no Wi-Fi. There's none of that. Maybe it's just the internet. I don't know. Okay, this is just like a heads up, you guys. Let's go over to Barnes and Noble. You guys know Alex Van Halen has a book coming out called Brothers, and it says the items are out of stock. I mean, technically the book isn't available yet, but it looks like there is a signed edition of the book. So at some point you can get a. I don't think it says. I don't know if they're limited or not. They probably are. I would assume. But you can get a signed book, signed by Alex Van Halen himself. So
Cool.
So keep an eye out for those, you guys. I think the closer we get to the book's release, I think we'll start to see these. We'll start to see all this stuff.
Well, my camera kind of auto-corrected it for you. But if you look, I'm going to send you this picture. If you look at the detail between my side and your side, you'll see. But although the camera made it look better than it actually did. Just sent it to WhatsApp for you.
Yeah.
There's like no definition on your side.
Weird.
Well, it's getting better now. Whatever.
You can hear me. You can hear me, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
As long as you can hear me, that's fine. As long as you can hear me, it's all good. That's the main thing. Okay, well. Well, hey, if the internet sucks, it's probably a good time to say goodbye. Oh, wait. We're still trying to do a giveaway.
Give him a hint.
Okay, 3 digits. 3 digits. 2 of the numbers, technically, they go right next to each other. So, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Something like that. 3 digits. Let's see.
Oh, now we got helicopters flying over.
Okay, wait. There's a couple windows I need to keep open. Huh? Love your podcast. Tom is saying on Facebook. Tom, thank you if you're still watching. That was an hour ago you said that. But Tom, if you're still watching us, thank you. And Gary says, I've assigned Kramer. No way. That Gary Kramer gave you? No way, dude. Oh my gosh, hang on. Oh. Did you hear that? I just clicked on it, and all of a sudden the theme music blew my ears out. Okay, that I'm going to leave open. Okay, that's cool. I think we're going to stream to X from now on, because that's a good thing. All right, couple quick reminders, you guys. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Our friend Music Therapy Labs does a show Wednesdays, so you may, well, I don't know, depending on how he's feeling.
Yeah, he sent me a text today. I'd be surprised if he does one tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Okay. Raymond, don't quit yet.
You're not a quitter, Raymond. Come on.
Don't quit. It's only 3 digits. One of them's a 0. Okay. So, I don't know. You may see us on Laz's show tomorrow. You may not. Who knows? We did a Randy Rhoads show last Thursday. I don't know what's going on this Thursday.
Is there how many views are on that now? You know?
I think it's around like 700. Let me see. Oh crap. It's about like 708. About 700.
Cool. We need to double that, people. Get on.
So, yeah. Chop, chop. Yeah.
People, what you need to do, I don't mean to say people, friends and family in the chat. Let's put it that way. Here's what you do.
Hey,
Watch
you.
the video. Yeah. Watch the video, copy the link, then take it everywhere you know, paste it, and say, watch this show about Randy Rhoads. Please.
That'd be nice.
Post it on all your Facebooks.
Okay, one of you was very close. One of the guy that just said I'm amazing. Dude, you almost had it. You almost had it, man. Look at this. Look at this. This is cool. I'll give you guys hints. Michael, you almost had it. See, the problem is, though, is by the time they hear me say that, they've already typed in 4 numbers, and they don't know what number I'm talking about. 2 of you guys were like 2 digits away from the winning number. I just saw it. Man. Yeah. No, we had a great show last Thursday talking Randy Rhoads. So you guys watch that video. Actually, at the end of this video, the ending card, I'll have that video.
Did you ever find the whole handheld pick yet?
No.
I was going to say, if you did, throw that in the box, too.
I got to find it. I gotta find.
You know where
it.
it's at. It's probably up above you.
No. Gonfall. You almost had it, man. You were like 2 away. You were 2 away from it. I have to. There's somewhere. Every time I clean my desk, stuff gets thrown in a box, gets tossed, dumped
the
in
box
another
is
box,
up.
gets tossed. Yeah, I gotta find those, dude. Yeah, I'll be sending you like a huge box full of stuff.
Cool.
I need to find that. I'll do that. Well, I guess I could do it tomorrow. Anyway, tomorrow, dude, you're 1 digit off, man. You're one. Wait a minute, somebody else just got it. Green
7.
beans. Green beans. He just got it. The winning
706.
The winning number was 607.
Oh, close.
Yeah, that was the winning number. Green beans. You got it. No relation. Tell them we're not related, Green. Yeah, we're not related at all. All right, you won. Message me. Message me where to send. I will
That
send
number
it.
right there.
415-952-3263. Send me a text message. You must message me. You're welcome. You must message me.
Now.
Yeah. You can message me where to send it, what you want. I mean, the more info in the text, the better, because I get messages all day, every day from everywhere. My phone goes up nonstop of people texting me all the time, sending stuff in, ideas for the show. Like, I get all kinds of stuff all the time. I get likes on X. See, that's what you just heard right there. I get stuff. My phone goes off nonstop. So the more info in the text, the better. Say, hey, this is Green Beans or whatever your real name is. Here's the address to send the magazine, the Guitar World Van Halen magazine, and I will send that off first thing tomorrow. Okay. All right. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. You guys. Thank you to our channel members. Thank you again.
Very much.
Thank you.
Oh, R2. R2. It's another mess you're getting us into. Fine, you go your way, I'll go mine.
What do you think about that, Chewbacca?
Chewbacca, I can't see. You got my head on backwards.
This one must die.
TK421. Watch your post.
These guys knocked me out and they put on my outfit.
Weapons malfunction. Oh no, I've killed them. Listen to them and dying in agony.
They're underneath the floorboards in the Millennium Falcon.
Dude, I saw the coolest thing today.
The Millennium Falcon flew overhead.
It might as well have. Where did I see this? Was it
Wait.
TikTok?
An X-Wing fighter flew over.
No. Oh, it was YouTube. On YouTube, I saw it's
Good
in
night,
my
everybody.
history. It's in my history. Yeah, don't leave yet, you guys. Okay, you texted me. Thank you so much for texting. Hang on. Where is it? I'll send it. I'll send it to you. I'll tell you guys what it was. It was Star Wars 1950s Super Panavision.
Oh.
Dude, if you like Star Wars, this
Star
was
Wars. Sure,
super
we're
cool. I mean, I'm not gonna. I'll show you guys some stills from it. I'm not gonna play the video on here because of copyright, but there's the Death Star. so it's like 1950s.
which was the golden age of sci-fi movies.
There's Leia. Right there. R2.
Oh yeah.
There's the Vader is funny.
Wait,
look at the
that's my
Vader.
daughter.
Look at
That's
Vader.
before they had me completely together.
You can see his eyes, because in the original Star Wars you can see his eyes. You know. I don't know what that is.
That is something that looks like, I'm not even going to say it. Yes, Green Beans, you won the magazine.
Green beans, you won. Okay, you just sent me a text. Awesome, thank you. Anyway, the video is awesome. I'll send it. Dude, when we're done here, we can watch it on here together.
Okay.
I'll show it. It's awesome. It's awesome. You guys, thank you for watching. I don't know what's going on with Lazarus Show tomorrow, but we'll see you guys definitely talking guitars Friday, Saturday night, Saturday. Guitar ASMR Sunday. I did a show from Guitar Center yesterday. Having a great time doing that stuff. Watch the Randy Rhoads video we did. There'll be a link.
Share it, please.
Right about here. Share the video out. Hey, it's me. Out in the wrong number. What? Who is that?
Having a good time. Wish I was there. I mean,
Watch another video, you guys. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching tonight. You guys are awesome. Thank you to Dane Zimmerman.
Dane.
Whatever happened to him.
Zim's Guitars, Mesa, Arizona.
Yeah. It's Green Beans. Okay, Green Beans, I'm getting your messages. Green Beans. Send me a message that has where to send the magazine with a name, and then what you won. Send it all in one text so I can get that, I can screen cap it, and I can box it up and mail it out first thing. Thank you. And I know I say this every show, but hey, I'll be live on Twitch a little later this evening playing some video games. Come on over. You can hang out. I'm live for like 2-3 hours every night.
And if anybody's playing Call of Duty on PS5, look me up.
Yes.
And we'll get Johnny on there someday.
I want to be there. Let's play this while we're leaving.
Goodbye.
Thank
everybody.
you. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you so much. Actually, this reminds me. You know what was really cool? I just saw this. This is footage from Gibson showroom.
Oh.
The Gibson garage. This is footage from the Gibson garage in Nashville. You know who just took a tour of that? The other day? Or like recently?
No.
The same place? My first Guitar Hero.
Mr. Rogers?
Mr. Rogers. No. Michael J. Fox.
Oh.
He was just there. He posted on his social media that he just took a tour of the place in Nashville. So that's pretty amazing. Yeah. That's cool. All right, you guys. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.
Good night, everybody.
All right, how do we get out of here?
And
Oh, we do this. All right, yeah. All right, you guys. Bye-bye.
And then I'll give you mine, so come back around this way.
Okay, let's go.
All right, Mike. Hi,
How you doing?
I'm Johnny Beane. I met you last year. I talked to you on Google Plus.
Oh, I remember you.
I
Yeah.
look like.
All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Let's
Yeah.
All right.
He was at a Google Plus hangout.
I'm Johnny Beane.